this video is going to be a little bit different. I have my hair up, ready to go. Ignore this family on my face, but you know, whatever floats the boat, eh? I'm not well really, but I really wanted to sit down and do some makeup just to make me feel a little bit better. And but I'm not really well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to film the whole thing and then do voiceover while it's happening, so that, I don't know, I'm trying a different style of video because my other ones seem to be really long, so we're sorting that out. Okay, so this is where I start off with my brows. I don't know if you can tell, my voice is still a wee bit weird, but I'm using the NYX brow gel in shade brunette. Obviously I say this in every single video of mine, that obviously it's going to be like the brunette colour because that's the way I like it with my blonde hair. But if I was that blonde for somebody else, I would always use a blonde shade on them. Okay, so this is where I start my brows with my baseline and keep going the whole way and just following, because I just got my brows done, just following my natural line at the minute. When I get to the concealer, I will arch it up a bit. And this is me where I start to continue onto the second brow, again following my natural shape at the minute, and I will soon go under with some concealer. Okay, so I have filled in the other brow. As you can see, they're a wee bit of a different shape compared to what I normally do, but I am not so precise whenever I am filling in my brows. Just make sure we get that fade good, and make sure they're not too chunky looking. As you can tell, I was watching something on my iPad at the minute, just if you see my eye veering, just because it's a bit weird sitting in pure silence doing your makeup. But this is where I do the small brush strokes to create a natural brows look, even though mine do not look natural, just because I do them the way I like them. Okay, so this is the part where I start carving my brows out, and you see that my shape will slightly change. This is the Inglot concealer. I finally found a thick concealer that does the perfect job. I was looking for one for ages, but I finally found a good one. And this is shade 106, I'm pretty sure, in their concealer. Okay, so as you can see, I have moved on to the other side. I have finished it and I am starting to prep the eyes. Okay, so I am using my Jeffree Star Androgyny palette just because I love it for this sort of look, and I have hit the pan on one of my colours, showing how much I love it. But as you can see, I have went and I have prepped my eyes, buffed out that concealer and set it. I'm taking my BH Cosmetics number 12 brush into the shade Charm, which is that there one I'm pointing at, which is the one I hit pan on, which I absolutely love. Okay, so I am going to take that colour into my crease and slightly above, because as you know, I have pretty big eyelids and it seems to work for me when I go higher up, so it means I can get a better space if I was doing a cut crease or putting glitter on. So I buff it out and still get that pigmentation, which I love about this palette. Okay, so as you can see, I have taken that Charm colour on my other eyelid and in below my eye. I'm going into the colour Fetish now. I said that really weird, but into the colour Fetish and putting it onto my lid. It comes out pretty brown at the start, but I build it up and build it up so it becomes a burgundy kind of colour, and I'm just going to speed it up for you just so we're faster. Okay, as I said, I built it up and built it up and it's starting to go really burgundy. I am going to move on to this other eye in a minute and build up that eye. Okay, so as you can see, I have built it up on the other eye as well. I went in with another wee Charm piece and buffed out the burgundy, as you can see right here. I will go back in with my burgundy as well. It's all about building up for this eye look, or that's the way I do it. I do it slow and steady because I just love having that gorgeous blend. Okay, so as you can see from the last time you saw, we have built up the colour a lot with the colour Fetish. We have also put it onto our bottom line and put white in our waterline. I wouldn't normally do this, I just done it because I didn't want this look to be kind of too dark and give it more of a natural finish, we put the white in the waterline. Okay, so this is me going to put my glitter on. I use the NYX glitter primer, and these are the two colours I am going to be using, and I'm going to mix them. Okay, so this is me putting on my glitter primer onto my eyelid. There is my dog walking in through the door. She likes to open the door and not close it on the way, like behind her. But this is my glitter primer, and it's not hard to put on. This is my Morphe S4 brush. I use this for cutting my creases. It is one of my favourite brushes. Obviously I let it get a wee bit tacky on my eyelids and then apply the glitter. Okay, so I have put a little bit of that red glitter on, and now I'm going in with that orange kind of glitter. I like to mix it on my eyes. I wouldn't mix it just on a table or anything, or on anything like that, just because it wastes product. And this glitter, I just think it looks good just when you pat it on. And honestly, I kind of love this colour, and I texted a lot of my friends and they were like, they were shook by the colour, and I was like, mixing together. Okay, so this is the part where I add a little bit of a lighter highlighter to my inner corner just to open up your eye a wee bit more and make it look a wee bit brighter. This is the strobe highlighter in shade Flash. Okay, when doing this, I add a little bit of setting spray or priming spray or anything sort of wet, and add it to my inner corner. It's a little bit of a big bullet brush to be doing that, isn't it? But I didn't seem to realise at the time. Okay, so this is where I have added some lashes, and I'm just trying to find my foundation at the minute, but I'm waiting on my lash glue to dry. And this is the Revlon Color Stay. This is the combination to oily skin in shade 110. I'm pretty sure it's the ivory colour, and this is literally so pale, but at the minute that's what I need. Okay, so when applying foundation, I like to use a pretty dense brush. This is my BH Cosmetics brush. I seem to be probably hitting my face right now, but because this is such a pale foundation, I do have to use a little bit more than usual. But honestly, this is just the right colour for me at that point in time. I know my concealer's a bit weird with it, but hey, it works in the end because I put so much bronzer on. But okay, so once I have that foundation beat into my face, I grab this concealer palette and drop it onto myself apparently. But yes, I chose this because my foundation is so light that this is the only palette that has the lightest concealer in it, and I'm pretty sure I use not the white but the second lightest colour, and you will see that going on my face right now. Okay, so here is the concealer going on. I'm just using the end of my brush because it's a palette. I put this everywhere normal concealer would go. As you can tell, it is one really light concealer, but I just go with it. Okay, so blending my concealer in, I do use another foundation brush, but it is a different foundation brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, similar to the Morphe Y6, just a little bit less dense, but I'm kind of loving it at the minute, especially for under my eyes and the concealer, because I am not a fan of the Beauty Blender at the moment in time. Okay, so now that this is blended out, my concealer, I am actually setting my face right now with the Coty Airspun, as I mentioned in several other videos, as it is my all-time favourite and I probably will never not like it. So literally all over my face and nothing to spare. Okay, so this is the 17 Define and Contour Kit. I did use the white colour, the highlighter colour in below my eyes, and now I'm using the cooler tone shade. I have moved away at the minute just for this look from the really warm tone bronzers as I would normally use, and this is just, I'm going for a strong contour today, and that's what you're gonna get. Okay, so now that that is on our face, we need to blend it out a bit, and we blend it out quite a bit, and we will be adding another type soon. Okay, so this is where we are adding the other bronzer as I was talking about, which is the MUA. This is the matte version. I know there is a shimmer version, but I'm pretty sure I have enough shimmer bronzers, so this is really just defining even more, and we are blending out something shocking in this one. Also going on to our jawline. So this is where I'm adding more bronzer just to warm up my face a tiny bit, because I feel like there was so much cool tones in there. That is obviously my New Look bronzer, as we all know and love on my channel. Literally just warming up my face a wee bit, and as you can see, I make a couple of faces in the mirror. Okay, so this is me adding a little bit of blush. This is the Revolution blush and highlight palette. I'm distracted again. I'm using the lightest, palest pink of blush, just because I like a hint and not a big blushed apple. Okay, so I did add a little bit of highlight, which was the Revolution from that same palette, and also a little bit from the Lime Crime palette in Pearl. But now I am taking the Primark nude, and I kind of love this color. I'm pretty sure they do not sell it anymore. I apologize, but it was their third darkest nude, and I just think it goes perfect with this look. Okay, so as you can see, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if the voiceover part was a little bit better than my normal, because it seems to be shorter, but this is the finished look, and this is me trying to get a thumbnail. But yes, I hope you liked, and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions, comments or anything, feel free to put it in the comment box below, and obviously hit that wee subscribe button and the bell on my channel to get a notification anytime I upload a video. See ya!